Okay, so we're doing the distributive property. We're still in book 6.1a. We're on page 11. Okay, so you have to know the word distributive. Your math teachers will use this word a lot. You know, during Eid al-Adha, where you kill a sheep and then you distribute the meat to the poor and to your neighbors and maybe other family members. It just means to give out. Just like you're giving out the sheep, you're distributing. To give out or to share. Okay, so distribute means to give out or to share. So if I look at this, okay, this 2 is touching the bracket, so it means multiply. Okay, let's look at the BEDMAS rules. So inside the brackets is first. So I go, okay, inside the brackets. Can I do x minus 3? I know if it looked like this, I could. X minus 3x, because they both have x and they're like terms. But look, this doesn't have an x. So I can't do inside the brackets. There's something there, but it doesn't go together. I can't subtract it. Okay, so I'm done the brackets. Do I have any exponents? No. Do I have divide multiply? Yes, I have a multiply here. This 2 is like the meat for the sheep. You have to multiply 2 times x and 2 times the negative 3. So here, step 1 is 2 times x, which equals 2x. So you go, okay, that's 2x. And then you go 2 times, and you take the negative, you take that subtract as if I'm losing 3. So 2 times negative 3. You take whatever's in front with the 3, and you go, okay, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So you have to lose 6, so you go, I lose 6. Okay, so you distributed the 2 out. You shared the 2 out between these two. Okay, so BEDMAS, inside the brackets, I cannot, because this one doesn't have an x, so these are not like terms. So I'm going to have to, this is a multiply, I have to distribute the 2 out. That means to share it out. So I go 2 times x equals 2x. 2 times negative 6, I take that subtract with it, and that's negative 12. So I lose 12, I lose 12. Let's look at number 3. Inside the brackets, 2x, 4, no, this does not have an x, so these are not like terms. So I'm going to have to do the multiply here. To do the multiply here, I have to go this times this, this times this. So 3 times 2x equals 6x. So I go, okay, u equals 6x. 3 times positive 4. So I can just write 4 because I don't need to write the positive because it's positive. 3 times 4 is 12. So I get 12. So if I put 12 here, I have to say he's positive, so I put a plus. Okay, let's do 6. Can I do inside the brackets? No, because this 2 does not have an x, so these two are not like terms. So I have to do the multiply. It's the only option. So I'm going to distribute the 11. I'm going to share it out. So I get 11 times 5x equals 55x. And then I go 11 times, now this is a positive 2, so I can go 11 times 2 equals 22. So I have to say 22, but because he's positive, I'm going to put a plus there. Okay. Oh, but then I forgot to check. Can I add these two together at the end? This has an x, this does not have an x. No, they're not like terms, so I have to leave it like that. Let's check this one. This has an x, this does not have an x, so I cannot add them together. This has an x, this does not have an x. No, I can't put them together. I have to leave it like that. They are not like terms. Same with this one. he doesn't have an x, so I can't put them together. Let's look at question 9. Can I do inside the brackets first? No, because this one does not have an x, so they are not like terms. So I have to do this multiply here. I have to distribute the 2. So I'm going to go negative 2 times 3x. Negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x. So that means I lose 6x. Negative 2 times positive 1, so I just have to put a 1. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. So that means I lose 2, so I have to go I lose 2. And can I put these together? No, because this one doesn't have an x, so they are not like terms, so I just leave it like that. Let's do question 10, because 10 is kind of weird. The numbers on the right side, here's left, here's right. The number outside here is on the right. So let's check. Can I do inside the brackets? No, because this 3 does not have an x. So I can't put these together. They are not like terms. So there's a multiply here because the number's touching the bracket. So I'm going to have to distribute this 4 to everything inside the brackets. So if this x comes first, I'm going to have to put whatever when I multiply, I'm going to put whatever I multiply underneath this. So first it's 4 times x, which is 4x. So that comes first because the x comes first. 4 times positive 3. And I don't need to put the positive because it's a positive. It just hides. That's 12. And because he's positive 12, I have to put a plus because I get 12. Can I put these together? No, because this does not have an x. Okay. Let's turn the page. Let's do 17 because it looks a little different. Inside the brackets, let's do BidMass. So I have to do inside the brackets. So here, can I add these together? No, because this one doesn't have an x. Can I do something inside the brackets? No, because this 3 is all by itself. There's a negative there. Do I see exponents? No. I have divide multiply. I don't see it, but when the brackets are touching, it's a multiply. So I'm going to distribute this 3 to everything in the brackets. So it's negative 3 times x, which is equal to negative 3x. So the x is here, so I put this under the x. Oops, let me put an equal sign. Equals negative 3x. Then I go negative 3 times 1. So that's, I lose 3, so I lose 3. Can I put these terms together? No, because this one doesn't have an x, so I have to leave it like that. Let's do 18. So, BidMass, inside the brackets. Can I put these together? No. This does not have an x, so these are not like terms. Here's a bracket. Can I do anything inside this bracket? No, because the 5 is alone. Do I have exponents? Nope. Do I see divide multiply? Nope. Ah, but look, when I have brackets touching, there's really a multiply there. So I'm going to distribute the 5 to everything in the brackets. So now, this is negative 5 times 3x. Oops. Negative 5 times 3x. That's equal to negative 15x. So that's negative 15. I need an equal sign. Just wait. So that's negative 15x. And then I go negative 5 times, and I take the negative with it, that subtracts. So I go negative 5 times negative 10 equals 5 times 10 is 50. Negative times a negative is positive. So I have to plus 50. Okay? You don't have to write this stuff. I'm just writing it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? Let's do question 20. BidMass. When you don't know what to do, BidMass tells you, do inside the brackets first. Can I? x minus 6? No, because this 6 does not have an x, so they are not like terms. So halas, I'm done B. Do I have exponents? No. Do I have divide and multiply? I don't see any, but I know when a number touches a bracket, that's a multiply. So I'm going to have to distribute the 4 to everything inside the brackets. So I'm going to go, this is a positive 4, so I'm going to go positive 4 times x equals 4x. So that's 4x. Positive 4 times a negative 6. That's negative 24. So I lose 24, so I have to lose 24. But then I have to, this 4x, was this positive? Yeah. So because this was a positive 4x, I'm going to put a plus in front. And I have to copy this x down, because he was just here by himself. Do I have any more divide and multiply? Nope. I have add and subtract. Okay, I have add and subtract. Which ones can go together? Which ones are like terms? Well, this 24, he doesn't have an x. So he can't go with these ones. These ones have x's, so these are like terms. This one's not. So I can go, there's a 1 hiding here. So I have 1x plus 4x, so that's 5x. And this one's all by himself. He can't do anything. So we just write it like that. Can I put these together? No, because this one doesn't have an x. These are not like terms, so they just stay like that. Okay, let's do 21. BEDMAS. Inside the brackets, I cannot do anything because this one does not have an x, so they are not like terms. Do I have exponents? No. It might look like, exponents might look like that, something with an exponent at the top. Divide and multiply, I don't see any, but wait, multiply is hiding here. So I have to distribute the 5 to everything inside the brackets. So 5 times 2x, and 5 times 2x is 10x, and 5 times, take the negative with the 3, so 5 times negative 3 equals negative 15. So that means I lose 15, so I'm going to lose 15 plus 14. So now, who goes together? Which ones are like terms? Well, this has an x. These two don't have x's, so I can put these together. I have 14, but I lose 15, so really I lost 1. So 10x minus 1. Okay. Let's do 23. BEDMAS. Inside the brackets. Can I do that? Nope, because that 4 does not have an x. So I can't do inside the brackets. Do I have exponents? Nope. Divide, multiply? I don't see any, but I know there's a multiply hiding here, so I have to distribute the 3 to everything in the brackets. And it's a multiply, so I have to multiply them. 3 times x equals 3x. So this here is 3x. Is he positive? Yeah, so I put a plus in front. 3 times negative 4. That's negative 12. So I have to lose 12. And then I copy this down after, because he's at the back. Oh, there's an x at the front. So see how I just copied these down exactly in the same place, and this was in the middle? It's okay. So now I have lots of terms. Terms are the same as words. Words in English sentences are like terms in expressions. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Which terms can go together? Well, there's an x, an x, and an x. He doesn't have an x, so he can't go with the other ones. This x has a 1 hiding in front. 1x plus 3x plus 2x. 2, that's 5, plus 1 is 6. So I have 6x minus 12. And we always write the term that has the letter or the variable first, and then the term that has no variable goes at the end. Okay? So just the number goes at the end, the constant term. Let's do 24. Bed mass. Inside the brackets. No, I can't do that because that does not have an x squared, so I can't put them together. Exponents. Yeah, I have exponents, but I can't do anything. This is just telling me I have two x's here and I have two x's here. It would have to be something like this. 5x squared, everything squared. Then I could do something. But right now I can't do anything. Do I have divide multiply? I don't see it, but it's hiding. Here there's a multiply because the number's touching the bracket. So I have to distribute this 3 to everything inside the brackets. So here, 3 times x squared equals 3x squared. Is that a positive? Yeah, so we're going to write a plus. And the next one is 3 times, we take the negative with it, 3 times negative 1, that's negative 3. So I lose 3, so I have to say I lose 3. Oops, we have to write this 5x squared equals. Okay, so who goes together? Well, these ones have x squared, this one does not, so these ones are like terms, so they're going to go together. So I have 5x squared plus 3x squared, so I have 8x squared. And he's at the end by himself. So don't change the exponents, okay? When you add and subtract, you just keep it the same. Let's try 25. Bed mass. Okay, inside the brackets, can I do that? Nope, because that 9 does not have an A. Do I have exponents? Nope. Do I have divide multiply? I don't see any, but I do know that there's a multiply there, so I'm going to distribute this 2 to everything in the brackets. So that's a positive 2, so I'm going to go 2 times A equals 2A. 2 times positive 9 equals 18. And I have to go, because that's a positive 18, I go plus 18. And then, oops, I'm going to move it over because I need the 25 to fit. So I'm going to copy that down, and I'm going to copy the 10A down. And because this was a positive 2 here, he should have a plus in between. Okay, so who goes together? This has an A, this has an A, so they're like terms. This does not have an A, this does not have an A, so these two are like terms. I have 10 apples plus 2 apples. I have 12 apples. I have 18 plus 25, so that means I have 43. Can these go together? No, because it doesn't have an A here, so I can't put them together, so I just leave it like this. Let's do 26. Bed mass inside the brackets. I cannot because this does not have an x, so I can't do that. Exponents, no exponents. Divide multiply, I don't see any. But because I have brackets touching brackets, there's a multiply there. So this means I have to distribute the 7 to everything inside the brackets. So negative 7 times x is equal to negative 7x. Okay, so I'm going to put, I lose 7. Okay, then I go negative 7 times negative 4 equals, negative times a negative is a positive, so it's positive 28. So here, it's a positive 28, so I have to put plus 28. Oh, there's a 5y at the front, so I have to copy him down. So now, which ones go together? Well, these are letters, variables, but that's an x and that's a y, and he doesn't have any variables. So I can't put anything together, so I have to sort of leave it like that. But there's a little bit of a rule that says you have to write things in alphabetical order, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's alphabetical order. So who comes first with x and y? So the alphabet goes W, X, Y, Z. So x comes first, then y. So I should write this first. So this is a negative 7x. Oops, I forgot my 7. And this is a positive 5y because there's nothing in front, so I put plus 5y. And the constant term, the thing with no letters, goes at the end always. Okay, so now let's do the last question. Inside my brackets? No, because that doesn't have an x. That's right, bedmass. Exponents? Yes, I have an exponent here, but I can't do anything with it. So, no exponents. Divide and multiply? I don't see any, but the number touching the bracket means there's a multiply hiding. So I distribute the 2 to everything in the brackets. So 2 times x equals 2x. And that's positive, so I'm going to put plus 2x. 2 times 1 equals 2. Because that's positive, I'm going to put plus 2. I have to copy him down. Okay, who goes together? Well, there's an x, there's an x. He has x squared, so he's by himself. And this one doesn't have an x, so he's by himself. So who goes first? Because, well, first these ones go together, so that's really a 1 hiding there. So 1x plus 2x is 3x plus 2 plus x squared, because these can't go together because they're different, so they're not like terms. So normally I would leave it like this, but there's a rule that says if you have exponents on a variable that are the same letter, so this is x and x squared, we always write the biggest exponent first. So I'd go x4, x3, x2, x1, plus the number, say plus 10. Okay, so this term should go first because he's got a 2 in the exponent. So I go x squared, this one's next, this one is last. So it just goes big, medium, small. Okay.